Hey guys, welcome back. So today we'll be finding the mean or average of a set of numbers. Remember that your mean is also known as the average. And this is when you add all the numbers that you have and then you divide your sum by the number of items that you have. For an example, let's say we have the numbers 26, 30, 31, and 33, and we need to find the average for this data set here. So I'm going to add all my numbers. If I add all these numbers together, I'm going to get 120. Now I'm going to divide my 120 by the number of items I have. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 120 divided by 4. Then my mean or my average is going to be 30. So your final answer here is 30. Let's look at this data set here: 74, 91, 63, 92, and 85. And I need to find the average for these set of numbers here. I'm going to add all of these up. When you add all these up, you're going to get 405. And now we're going to divide by the number of items that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to divide my sum here by the number 5. And 405 divided by 5, this is going to equal 81. So your average here is 81. Let's look at these numbers here. If I add all these numbers up together, I'm going to get 2,580. Now I'm going to divide my sum by the number of items I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to divide my sum here by the number 6. So 2,580 divided by 6, this is going to equal 430. So your average here, your mean is going to be 430. Let's look at this set of numbers here. So we have 5, 10, 12, 13, and 15. If I need to find the average, I'm going to add all of these up. When I add these up, you're going to get 55. Now I'm going to divide 55 divided by the number of items I have. So the number of items I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 55 divided by 5, this is going to equal 11. So your final answer here, your average here is going to be 11. Let's say you took a test and let's say one student received a 70, another student received a 71. Let's say someone else received 82, 100, 97, 87, 71, 91, 38, and 81. So let's say these are all exam scores here. So now let's say we need to find the average of all the scores from the students in the classroom. If I add all of these scores up, I'm going to get 788. And now I'm going to divide my 788 by the number of items. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So divide 788 by the number 10. And my answer here is going to be 78.8. So the average score in the classroom from these test scores here is going to be 78.8. So let's look at this data set here. I have -10, -30, -20, the number 10, a +10, and then a +20. If I need to find the average of these numbers here, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to add. So let's go ahead and add our numbers here. So -10 plus -30. So let's write it out here. -10 plus -30. This is going to equal -10 minus 30. This is going to equal -40. Now we have -40 plus -20. So -40 plus my -20. This is going to equal -40 minus 20. And this is going to equal -60. Now we have -60 plus 10. So -60 plus 10. This is going to equal -50. And then you have -50 plus 20. So -50 plus 20, this is going to equal a negative 30. So when you add all of these together, you're going to get negative 30. Now we're going to divide our sum by the number of items we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 30 divided by 5, this is going to equal negative 6. So your mean or your average is negative 6. Let's look at this example here. So let's say we have $6, $7, $9, and $10. And I need to find the average. I'm going to add all of these together. When I add this together, I'm going to get a total of $32. Now I'm going to divide my $32 by the number of items I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. $32 divided by 4, this is going to give me $8. So your average or your mean here is $8. Let's look at this example here. So let's say you needed to find the average, but you were missing a value. So let's figure out what our number is here. So I'm going to add my $1 plus my $3 plus my $5, and I'm going to add a variable x to represent my missing value here. And this is going to equal 4 because this is letting me know that my average is 4. Now I'm going to divide my data set here by the number of items I have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I divided this data set here by the number of items I have, which is 4. Now we're going to solve for x because we need to find the value of this here. So I'm going to do 1 plus 3 plus 5. This is going to give me 9. So we have 9 plus x over 4 equals 4. So now we're going to continue solving for x. To solve for x, I'm going to multiply both sides here by the number 4. My 4's here are going to cancel out. So my left side, you have 9 plus x equals 4 times 4. This is going to equal 16. Now I'm going to subtract both sides by the number 9 because I need to get x by itself to find out what my other value is here. My 9's here cancel out, and my answer here, 16 minus 9, x is going to equal 7. So your missing value here for this data set here is going to be the number 7. So let's say we wanted to check our work to make sure that our missing value is 7. So we have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. This is going to equal 16. And now we're going to do 16 divided by the number of items I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16 divided by 4 is going to equal 4. So your average here is 4. When we come back to this example here to check my work, yes, my average was 4. So we know that 7 is the correct missing value. Let's look at this example here. So let's say we have 5, 7, 10, 13, and we have a missing value that we need to find. And my average here for this data set is the number 10. So we're going to add all of our numbers. We have 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus x, which is going to be our variable here that we are trying to find. This is going to equal the average of 10. And I'm going to divide this data set here by the number of items I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be divided by 5. So now let's go ahead and solve for x. So 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13. This is going to equal 35. So 35 plus x over 5 equals 10. Now we're going to multiply both sides here by the number 5 so that we can solve for x. My 5's here are going to cancel out. So you're going to be left with 35 plus x equals 50. My 35's here are going to cancel out. So x now is going to equal 15 because 50 minus 35 equals 15. So our missing value here is going to be the number 15. So we're going to check our work. I'm going to add 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 15. When I add all these together, I'm going to get 50 as my answer. Now we're going to divide 50 divided by the number of items I have. So 1, 2, 3, 5. 50 divided by 5, this is going to equal 10. So your average here is 10, which is the same average we received here. So I know my missing value of 15 is the correct answer. All right, so that is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.